Hi! Today on Araw-Araw Filipino, we will talk about asking for help with the Filipino language. As you learn how to speak in Filipino, you may need help with some questions. If you have a question, kung may tanong ka, if, kung, you, ka, have, may. A question, tanong. First thing that you can do is search the internet. But you can also ask a Filipino for help. Magpatulong sa Pilipino. Ask for help, magpatulong. In this lesson, we will look at 10 useful sentences that you can ask a Filipino so that you can get help with your learning. Here is number 1. From time to time, there will be an English word that you don't know the Filipino equivalent for. So you can ask, what is blank in Filipino? Or, ano ang blank sa Pilipino? What, ano, is, ang, in, sa, and you can also say, ano ang blank sa Tagalog? Remember that Filipino originated from Tagalog, and in the Philippines, we actually commonly refer to this language as Tagalog. Here is an example. What is beautiful in Filipino? Ano ang beautiful sa Filipino? So you just use this format anytime you want to ask your Filipino friend instead of the internet. And an answer that you can expect comes like this. Ang beautiful ay maganda sa Filipino. Number 2 is an alternative to number 1. You can use this not just to ask for a single word, but for phrases or whole sentences. How do you say blank in Filipino? Paano mo sabihin ang blank sa Filipino? How, paano. Do, say, sabihin. You, mo. In, sa. And Filipino is Filipino. Here is an example. How do you say, come here in Filipino? Paano mo sabihin ang come here sa Filipino? And here is an answer. Ang come here ay halika dito sa Filipino. We are at number 3. You may sometimes need to ask what an item on hand is called. Imagine yourself holding up an object to your friend. You can say, what is this in Filipino? Or you can say, ano ito sa Pilipino? What, ano. This, ito. In, sa. And Filipino is Filipino. So for objects that are just right here, you're holding it, this is ito. And for objects that are nearby, something you're pointing to, you can say iyan. And for objects that are further away, you can say iyon. Number 4. Sometimes you will hear someone say something in Filipino and you'll want to know what it means. So you can ask, what does that mean? Or, what does that mean to say? Ano ang ibig sabihin niyan? Anong ibig sabihin niyan? What, ano, does mean to say, ibig sabihin. That, niyan. Ano ang can be shortened to anong. Now in number 3, we use a set of words ito, iyan, and iyon as locators of the object in question. But here, we are using niyan, and the other two words to complete the set are nito and noon. Nito, niyan, and noon are possessive forms, which indicate that the meaning in question belongs to the statement that you just heard. So, if someone said something in Filipino in front of you, you can use the word nito. Or if you overheard something nearby, you can say niyan. Now, further away from you or relayed by another person to you, you use noon. Now here at number 5 is an alternative to number 4, and this is easier. Again, you may hear someone say something in Filipino and you want to ask what it means. This is what you ask. What did he say? Anong sinabi niya? What, anong? Did say, sinabi. He, niya. If the question is, what did she say? We will still say, anong sinabi niya. From previous lessons, you will know that Filipino has no gender-based pronouns. So he is niya and she is also niya. We are now at number 6. Sometimes you may need help with how to pronounce some Filipino words. This is how you ask your Filipino friend to help. How do you pronounce this in Filipino? Imagine you showing a word to your friend. Paano mo bigkasin ito sa Pilipino? How? Paano? Do pronounce bigkasin. You, mo. This, an object on hand, is ito. In, sa, and Filipino is Pilipino. Again, we use a different set of words here to say this is ito, that for a word that is nearby, iyan, and that for a word that is further away, iyon. Imagine you seeing signages, words that are on a sign further away, or words that are on a poster nearby, or a word in a book or paper that you are holding. So you use ito, iyan, iyon. At this point, I want to quickly say that if you are finding value in these lessons, please hit subscribe or share or like. Thank you. Number 7. Sometimes, when you are learning, a native Filipino speaker may speak so quickly for you, and you will want to ask them to repeat what they said. This is how you say it. Can you repeat, please? Pwede pakiulit mo? Or pakiulit mo, please? Can, pwede. You, mo. Repeat is ulit. And please is paki. So repeat please is pakiulit. Which one do you use? Pwede pakiulit mo or pakiulit mo, please? Whichever is easy for you. We are at number 8. Here is an alternative to number 7, another way to ask a Filipino to repeat something that they have said. What was that again? Ano uli iyon? What? Ano? That? Iyon? Again? Uli. Or you can say, ano iyon uli? Whichever is easier for you. Ano uli iyon? Or ano iyon uli? Number 9. Here is a way to request that someone speaks at a slower pace so you can keep up. Slowly, please. Dahan-dahan lang, please. Or paki-dahan-dahan lang. Slowly is dahan-dahan. Please is paki. So slowly, please is paki, dahan-dahan. Now, why is there a word lang? Lang is actually the word just or only in English. So this is like asking someone, slowly only, please, or just be slow, please. So that's why we use lang. And now we are at number 10. This last helpful sentence in this lesson is about checking with someone if you said something right. It is quite normal that when we are learning a new language, we will want to validate if we said a Filipino sentence in the right way. The simplest way to ask is that right? Tama ba iyon? Tama ba? That is iyon. Right? Tama. And ba, as we know from previous lessons, indicate that we are asking a question. So that is our lesson. I hope you find these 10 sentences helpful as you learn the Filipino language. For your homework, practice using the helper sentences whenever you feel that you need it. Now here is a tip for you. Do you know that sometimes when you suddenly talk in Filipino, it does not quickly register with the person that you are talking to that you are trying to speak in Filipino because they're just not used to you speaking in Filipino. It may help to start your words with, I will speak in Filipino. And then, hopefully, the conversation will carry on smoothly. Good luck! I hope you can join us again next time on Araw-Araw Filipino. Thank you. Salamat po. Now, a few words from my son, Max.
Thought this video was cool? Watch the next one and like and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't yet.
Bye-bye!
Bye!